I think we're straight this time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see anything now
Mm-mm.
on your phone?
Yeah, now I just said live. Watch now.
Did it?
Yeah.
Let's catch up. Sweet. All right, I think we're straight this time.
Hopefully we have some people join us.
Now I want to stare at the light for some reason. I feel like there's a camera in it. I wish we had a 2-camera system, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Where I could be like, and in today's news, and then when I'm going to wrap it up, I might be like, and back to you, Brandy.
Mm-hmm.
And there'd be a camera on you, and
It
you'd be
clicks
like,
up.
so far we've heard. I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
I could make all that happen. I don't know if it would run worth a shit, but
Where is everyone?
we could try it.
Where's? Oh, there.
Plenty of people here. I don't know what you're talking about. Know where you're at.
Where? There's people here. Where? Oh, in the chat. What? You make me think I'm crazy.
You are. Hi Jennifer, Felicity,
Hello.
Messy. How you doing?
Messy.
I we wanted to come on and we have nothing prepared.
Not really.
Zero. Zilch. We just wanted to catch up, see how everybody's doing, talk about some stuff. Hi Rhonda Bailey.
Hey, Miss Bailey. Miss Bailey likes so weird. Hey, Mom.
Tim, Joyce, Vibes, Birdie, Top Dog. Let everybody pile in before we get too into anything.
Hurry. Do it.
I think we ought to do a question, comment. What was the other option? Question, comment, something.
Question with the Q.
Remember we
Comment
used to
with
do
the C. Yeah. Quote.
I
Question.
don't
I don't
know.
know. What about it?
That's how we used to do lives. We'd go in with nothing and just talk to the chat.
Yeah.
Like, what y'all guys want to talk about? Oh, we do have something. This is going to be a first time ever on our channel. Ever. First time in the history of John Davis True Crime ever that we're going to do something. And that something is we're going to share something with y'all that we would like and hope you guys will find a good cause and join in on the cause. And what that is as a lot as I'm sure 99.9% of y'all know, Nana from Nana's Angels, Myra Hurst, passed unexpectedly, and it was just a shock to everyone. She hadn't been feeling good, but I think from what I'm gathering, is the more I hear, is she wasn't sharing a lot with people, and she had some stuff going on.
She like keep her medical stuff to herself. Like her
Yes.
daughter didn't even know a lot of it.
Yeah.
And she was having headaches that day, and a couple of days before then, she said.
Well, yeah. So it was an unexpected passing, and if you want to help, it's at the bottom. We're going to scroll across the bottom for the whole video. This is the phone number for the funeral home that's handling her
memorial,
her service.
Services.
And you can call them and ask them if you can donate. And it's Myra Hurst is her, because most everybody knows her as Nana. It's Myra Hurst is her name. And at the bottom, you see it scrolling across. That is the funeral home that's going to handle her services.
Mm-hmm.
The family was asking for help, and that's
the direct way. I would do it that way. Directly, it goes to the funeral home. To help her out.
And Jesse, you said it. You guys know JDTC never, ever, ever does this. So it's important. Exactly.
Right.
Because, we had a long relationship with Nana.
Mm-hmm.
I knew Nana when she had like, I don't, she didn't even have enough to be
Wow.
monetized or anything.
Right.
And, you know, we've known her for quite a while.
We had her on our show several times.
Had her, yeah,
On our game show, she did good on the game show.
yeah. And she was on quite a few times. And this is the way that I feel like I could help out the most, and that's by making sure that the money's going directly to the funeral home.
Yeah.
Because there's Cash Apps and PayPal's and Venmos and all kinds of stuff floating around already, and I'm not gonna I'm not posting none of that, because in the beginning it was said that they needed money to help with her services, and I think that that's what should be everyone's number one priority.
Yeah.
At this time. That's just how I feel.
I'm a little bit simpler, and directly goes to them. Right.
And with that information too, if you wanted to send flowers or something, or find out, because I know a lot of people live
in that
area. If you wanted to attend, I'm sure they could, they could do that too.
Well, I think they had a meeting today at 4, so probably after then they'll probably have some more information what our services and everything would be.
Yeah.
So
I'm hoping. I tried to get them to, and I was in their live stream they was having earlier, and trying to get them to put the stuff, and they got it now over there pinned on top of the chat for the funeral. So I hope all that gets taken care of.
But that tells you one day or another, you don't know what's going to happen,
Yeah. I was just shocked by it.
Yeah, me too.
Like when I seen it as soon as, like, before it was said, I seen the headline where Justin was the first one to come out with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, man, if that's a troll, that is messed up.
Mm-hmm.
And not really thinking that could be the case, but it's sure enough, that's what it turned out to be. It's wild. It really is wild,
And I probably would do the same thing if I had a headache. I'd be just, it'll go away, and just deal with it. But who knows? It'd lead to something like that.
You never know, man. I'm a big believer in fate, and I just think when it's your time, it's your time.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody knows when that time's going to be. Could be now, could be an hour from now, could be 10 years from now. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
It's humbling, And I've seen people on YouTube being brash,
mm-hmm.
and it just blows my mind how you can't separate YouTube and real life. Some people, use it as a chance to degrade someone after they passed.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, wow. Really?
That's not time. It's not place.
Yeah, it's
not time for drama. It's somebody's life that had a family, right?
Yeah, I seen it from Justin, and I thought he was joking or something. Then later on, voices, I seen the same thing, and was like, was that real?
Yeah, I know. It was hard to wrap your mind around.
It was. It was shocking.
And I feel bad because she had grown her channel too, So she's doing pretty good.
She was kicking ass. Same, I was watching her trivia night and couldn't believe it. She will be missed. She definitely has Summer's army behind them. Life is short. Cherish every breath and make your ripple count. Yep. Ooh, I like that. Make your ripple count. And like, I got some smart ass in our comments from the last live we did. And the last live we did, Nana hadn't passed. And somebody's in my comments saying,
why didn't
you were Nana's friend. You didn't say nothing.
Get your facts straight there. Whoever that was.
Maybe before you make such a smart ass comment, look at the date. Think about it.
Yeah, really. You can tell somebody's character, how they act. I'll tell you.
So, yeah, and this is what I'm talking about. Did you see White Boy Lockdown blasting Nana's Angels on his page?
Yeah,
Now,
I
haven't seen it.
I hadn't seen it, but I've seen the daughter talking about that.
I heard about it though.
Yeah. What was he saying? I wonder.
You know, it doesn't
matter, but
it was bad, and that just shows you can't just be a compassionate fucking adult and act like you have some common decency. Somebody actually passed away. This isn't a YouTube video. This isn't, pretend. She was somebody's mom. She had a ton of grandkids, sons. I mean, she was a person.
Yeah.
And you got and you're mad because she was giving Dawn and Candace a hard time. I mean, or get some help, number one. Because that has to be the most jackass scenario in the world. I'm defending people who can't explain where 9 kids are because they didn't raise none of them. One has no clue where she's at.
It's called.
And you're going to attack somebody. It's chicken shit is what it is. If these people, and I guarantee you this fits damn near everyone, if they were face to face, they wouldn't say 99% of the shit they got the audacity to put on YouTube.
Oh, I agree. They hide behind,
Wouldn't dare say some shit like that. Wouldn't dare.
That's normally how bullies are too. They love saying anything they can.
Unless
you're face to face with them.
Yeah, you get them on camera. Oh, they're a badass. You get them in person, I'm quite as a damn church mouse. I guarantee it.
Karma. It'll catch up with them. That's all I think.
Chicken shits.
Yeah.
That's the society we live in today. Deems themselves some kind of big advocate, but would, and I don't even know what they've done. So I don't, it doesn't matter to me because I know it's chicken shit because of how they done it. Sorry.
Just piss you off, I'm sure,
Yeah. Karma. Exactly, Brandy. And I tell you, I'm a big believer in karma. You go acting like an ass like that and do stuff like that, it comes back around. I guarantee you that.
Oh, it will. Definitely.
I would never. I wouldn't. I just can't see doing that. And he's not the only one. The other chicken shit that did something took his stuff down. I don't know if he got threatened or what, but another chicken shit did it too. I'm not going to acknowledge him because
it pissed me off.
It's like a damn virus.
Yeah. He tries to start crap all the time. Over nothing.
It's the weirdest stuff. The weirdest stuff you see in this community. It's amazing.
It's like a bunch of high school or middle school picking on each other, starting fights and everything else over nothing.
And what I seen the other day, this might have upset me more than anything that I've ever seen personally on YouTube. It was way up there.
What was it?
I looked in, I seen where Andrew Hills was talking about need help. Shit's bad.
Which, okay, people
need help, guys. Right? Need every dime I can get. Please help. So I watch,
That's not what made us mad, not that part.
Nah, need help, you need help. You know, who am I? You never know from one day to the next what could happen. Okay, that ain't my problem. My problem is as you're having this um telethon or whatever, your kids are right there, and you're making statements like, "I don't hide nothing from my kids. They know everything. I don't hide anything." And you're telling your kid, "I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to be homeless. I don't know if we're even going to be together. I don't know, where you might end up. We could be separated."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Over and over, kept on saying that to the kids. Some stuff the kids don't need to know. I don't care how, open you are with them. Some kids worry themselves to get death. Like our oldest is like that. He'll sit there and worry all day long about stuff like that.
He's 18.
Yeah.
If I told him what this person told their little daughter, he would worry about it worse than we would.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot see putting something like that on a child. I really can't.
Mm-mm.
I just cannot. And I've talked to a couple people about this already. Me and Brandy's talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
Before I would do that, I would tell my little girl, I'd be like, "Hey, guess what? There's this new fad. You might not have heard of it. It's called carcations, where we go and stay in our car for a little while. It's going to be fun as hell." That's what I would do. There's no way I'm going to put that on my child. And then there's definitely no way I would ever make my child feel like her future was in that much jeopardy to where we didn't know if we want to be together, separated, didn't know what was going to happen to her. How could you do that and say, "Well, I don't hide anything"? Well, that's the dumbest form of parenting I've ever heard of.
Just think if he's not hiding that, what other stuff he's not hiding? What else are they around? You know? Probably anything and everything. Really.
See, we got some jerks in the house. Tangeray and Pearl.
Hey, guys.
Hi, girlfriends. Someone else posted a couple videos asking for cash again. Yep, I showed them to Brandy. I can't even get my video out before there's more I need to add to it.
That's another example of trying to get money and throwing a kid out there to make everybody feel sorry for them. You know, everybody have kids. Everybody gets in tough spots sometimes. I don't think it's right. Just go bumming any chance you get.
They won't do the slightest work to protect their children financially or emotionally.
Right. They just want to complain about it pretty much.
Miss Liplock, hello.
I'm not saying I know stuff's hard. Like it's hard nowadays to make it, but
we all struggle, man. But damn, your go-to can't. Since when did everybody's go-to become
money?
I'm going to bum.
Yeah, TikTok. You watch TikTok, that's all it is. People bumming on live streams. It's ridiculous.
For people that don't know, that don't watch TikTok, you would be amazed at how people are willing to degrade themselves to get out of doing some work.
Mm-hmm.
I know most of y'all have seen this, but I'm telling you, there is people on there that'll have like a bottle of hot sauce, a bottle of mustard, a bottle of you name it, and
donate this amount.
For such an amount, they'll put hot sauce in their eye.
Or egg on their head or something stupid like that.
And then some of them aren't as inventive. They're just lazy. They just sit there with the camera 2 inches from their face, and have something written in the bio, please send money.
I need help. Everybody works hard for their money, you know. Come on, people.
Lisa, I got to argue with you on this point. She says, no different from people who panhandle, in my opinion. I disagree. I can respect a panhandler much more. At least they're getting their ass up and going outside and holding a sign and working at it. These people won't even get off the damn couch. They just do it from the couch in the house, need groceries. Or they'll say, like, I guess you can pay for deliveries, you know. They need somebody to call in this, and this from Walmart.
It's crazy.
It's wild.
But people do it, so people continue to do it if people help them.
But Lisa, yeah, I wasn't trying to get on you. You're right. It's the same thing, but it's just a lazier version of it. You know.
I would donate. I'd rather donate to somebody out there with a sign willing to work or willing to wash your car and give me some money or do something. You know, trying to help themselves. You know, willing to do something in exchange of the money.
Yeah. But I tell you, this person, I'm working on my video now. It's like, I just don't know. I'm not trying to get in trouble for bullying anyone, but it's like, this shit is just amazing that you can have a channel. I don't know how you keep a channel. I couldn't imagine every time, that notification bell rang and it was like, ding. And I was like, all right. My creators got some new shit out. Play.
Oh, I need some money. I don't know how I'm going to make it.
Well, guys, it's happened again.
Only got a fourth of a gallon of tea in my fridge and a TV dinner.
2 packets of salt.
And a little thing of sugar.
And a half a pack of Little Debbie. You're not going to believe this, but you're right. We're not going to believe it because it's bullshit. And it happens way too much. And I'm telling you, and this person has a job. How you manage to have this job and be this damn broke all the time is astonishing. Because me and Randy even looked into it. We thought about doing it.
Oh, yeah, on the side.
Our car we don't trust.
Yeah.
You know? My neighbor just brought me about 20 pounds of steak. Blessings come when you don't ask. There you go, Tina. And you know what else? There are, options for food. There are.
Pantries, food pantries.
And the first place I would go is if I was in this shitty predicament constantly all the time is to church. And because you're doing something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
If you're this honest, good, hardworking person and you are struggling this hard all the time, go to church.
You can get you some church family, I'm sure they could help you too.
Our little church, I run the pantry in it. We had our own little pantry.
Canned food drives, yeah.
We had a sweet pantry. Them people that we went to church with were extremely generous, wasn't they?
Yeah.
They were all older and they shut the church down. It was my grandma's church. I went there ever since I was a baby. And it was part of a Methodist. It was a Methodist church. And it's like there was others in the regions. And like one of them had to shut down and they picked my mama's. And I was so heartbroken. I ain't been back to church since. It broke my spirit because I was like, I can live right. I don't have to go to church.
Right.
Because it broke my heart because it happened right before my grandma passed that they shut her church down that she had went to since it was built.
Yeah, when we were going, how many people? Like 20 people went. All older people.
Yeah.
Probably. Maybe a little bit more than that, but around that many. 20.
Yeah. And y'all ain't gonna believe this. I was what did they I don't know if there's a name for it, but I used to start church going, didn't I?
The deacon.
Had me a little book My aunt bought me a training manual, and I'd read off the first part of like some of the stuff, and then people recite it.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't preaching, but I was running shit,
Mm-hmm.
carrying an offering plate. I was the only one young enough, only one that could.
All the others are pretty senior citizens.
We had like 20 people probably, and it was me and Brandy and my kids, and everybody else was 70, 80 years old.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't got family, friends, neighbors, or church that will help, I have to ask myself why. What do they know that you aren't telling us?
Yeah, really.
Yeah. When you don't have any support, that it's bad enough. I just don't. Something ain't right about it.
Usually, if it's bad enough too, you can get food stamps if you're not making that much money. You know,
Something.
some kind of assistance.
Something.
You could Google like food pantries in my area. I'm sure find some. So.
Well, I mean, for one thing, I think it's I don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm trying not to bully and be harsh about it, but I've thought about this, and the more I see and shit, I can think of no excuse as to why somebody has to bum that damn.
Yeah, then people cry wolf all the time. Then what if they really need help? You know, nobody's gonna want to help you. They're thinking it's like every other time, right? Pretty much. So.
Jenny's Cuddles and Kisses said Caucasians will be a thing now. Thank you, Cassie. Cassie Roku.
Thank you.
I mean, seriously, that upset me bad when he told that little girl that, because I was like, man, I would just,
Yeah, childhood trauma is real. Like stuff that affects you in your childhood will affect you the rest of your life. So you shouldn't do that to your kids, at all. So kids remember. That's when they're growing.
I remember when I was little, like us having to move and stuff like that I never got any kind of we are screwed and there's nowhere to go and none of that. That I think would have really, really flipped me out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you said, I didn't want to go there. But what else has these children been exposed to that could have traumatized them? Because I mean, if they know if you hide nothing, because damn sure that's something you should be hiding.
Mm-hmm. There's a time and place for everything, but was that even his daughter, or he was babysitting? I don't know. I guess it was his daughter he's talking to. I couldn't really know. I didn't really know. Did you?
Do what?
Was that his daughter he's talking to, or he's babysitting kids too? I don't know.
He said in front of his daughter, and then he said, I don't hide nothing in front of my children. They know everything. I hide nothing.
I had a lot. My kids don't know.
Sounds to me like someone who doesn't share everything but wants them to think he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. Was that for the video? Could it have been? Who knows? Honey, now listen, I'm going to say a bunch of shit that ain't true. See, he ain't been back on since then. I'm wondering if how that turns out.
Yeah.
John Davis True Crime. I was in my late teens before it dawned on me how often my mom wasn't hungry at supper time when I was little. Oh, that's sad.
Mm-hmm. See, she didn't let y'all know. She didn't want y'all to worry about it. And I think that's what a lot of parents would do if they had to choose.
I think that's what most all parents should be doing.
Mm-hmm. People, little kids don't need stressed out. They'll have enough stress as they get older. Even been in school, middle school, high school, that's stressful,
Pearl, you had a great mommy.
Yeah.
Sounds like. That's awesome. But man, am I the only one that thinks that would be, would anybody else share that with their child, I wouldn't, man. I just can see nothing good coming out of that.
We're screwed. Don't know what we're gonna do.
Yep, been there and it sucks, but my kid never knew different. I never told her.
Yep. So
Mom of 8, I would go starving before my kids ever would have to know that.
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
You don't want them to know stuff like that.
No, you don't, man. You know, and they shouldn't. They're kids. Let them be kids. You know, me and Brandon was looking into the that other girl that's missing in Kingsport. What's her name?
It starts with a Leah.
Layla.
Yeah. She's 20. She has a daughter. She went missing.
2-year-old daughter from Kingsport. She's missing. Layla Santinello.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
I think so, yeah.
Like I said, we ain't got nothing prepared. We wanted to come on and chat.
There's some weird stuff surrounding her case.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Like her boyfriend texting her mom trying to get money.
Santinello, yeah.
Saying people had her. I don't know. Just some crazy stuff. I think there's a good possibility she's still alive and she's still out there.
Yeah, this is current. Y'all should check it out, though, after a while. Look at the Santinello case missing from Kingsport. She could still be found.
Yeah, it's weird. So, our opinion, I think it's connected to drug use and drugs, been around that stuff. That's my opinion.
It seems like a possibility for sure.
Hopefully she's still out there and they'll find her. She does have a baby at home, so probably missing her mommy.
My stepdad used to sell the government cheese to buy a bottle. Anyone remember the cheese program?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, they give that to senior citizens too. When I was young, and my gramps used to get it. It's in a box and it come about that big.
Big old thing of cheese.
It was good, though. I swear, I think the shit was Velveeta.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was
sliced
came to be known as Velveeta because that shit was good.
Mm-hmm. I remember having. I don't know where. Mom. I don't know. Who knows? But
it's I know that I think it was for people on welfare, the government, the senior citizens.
I wonder how you get it. They send it to you. Pick it up.
I don't know.
The cheese truck go around and deliver it.
Cheese. I think maybe they had it in the grocery store.
No. Government cheese.
That's a damn good question. I'd love to hear somebody answer that one. Government cheese was delicious. Tangeray, how did you get government cheese? Was it at the grocery store? They made you some cheese? Post office drop it off?
It might, I don't know. Maybe if you had like food stamps, they give it to you. I'm not really sure.
How did it get to you, though? How was this cheese delivered?
I could look it up.
I am dying to know. You want to Google it? Mm-hmm. Say, how did people used to get government cheese when they I guarantee it won't take grocery store.
Oh, you got it at the store?
I was thinking, I bet there was a section where they kept it at the grocery store and people knew, and then you probably had a voucher or some kind of card. Around here for old folks, commodities, I think they have to pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Had to go stand in line, Fairgrounds grocery store. We used to get free EU butter and cheese from a local collection point if you had a benefit book. I tell you, in New York, I went there with my brother and we did a, what do you call those?
What?
When me and Rich went with the church and did that.
Volunteer?
A mission.
Mission, yeah.
It was like a 2-week mission, and we would work at the soup kitchens during the day. In New York, you can hit a soup kitchen damn near every other block. There's no reason to ever be hungry and homeless in New York, I'll tell you that. Hi, Delcy. Welcome.
Yeah, I don't understand how some people make it, I swear, with the cost of living nowadays. But, like New York and places. I feel bad for people.
Yeah, I do too. New York's rough. One of them is it New York where they were taking in immigrants right beside the all girls school, and they started fighting, and then we got some kind of emergency petition to stop it, and by that time the immigrants were like, we ain't leaving, and they had to arrest them. It was wild. They don't give us senior citizens anything anymore. They have food banks where you pay $25 and get food.
Huh.
Pay?
That's crazy. Seniors need more assistance than they get. You know, because they get a fixed sum of money. With everything rising and going up, you know, it's making it hard on them to live. Everything went up. Because my job, I talk with a lot of seniors. That's how I know. Every day, you know, they're saying how hard it is to live, and it's a lot.
I'll tell you one thing we have here where we are at, though, that I didn't have when I was little, and they give every kid in school free lunch now. Free breakfast and lunch.
In West Virginia.
And they get a snack, too, don't they?
I don't know.
They
Maybe
used to get a snack. I know that.
So I think that kindergarten they do. But yeah, they do free lunch in West Virginia. They approved it with funding the last couple of years.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It's just wild to me to keep seeing this from the same person just over and over and over. And then seeing how their subscribers have grown, like 3.4 thousand. And you got like people like Holly from Common Sense True Crime, don't even monetize ad revenue, don't make a penny, and got half as many subscribers, and actually, put some effort into her stuff, not just film herself while she's on a damn delivery smoking and
I'm not saying any names. Yep.
Everybody knows who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say her name because she's a whiner that try to get you in trouble, I'm sure. They'll make sure you're calling that number and speaking to the funeral home if you're given anything. That's the place everybody should be concentrating on, because until Nana services are paid for, I don't know why you would send money anywhere else. That should be priority, in my opinion.
Well, I think the family's saying they'll donate it to that.
Yeah, there's Holly's stuff. Thank you, Jesse. If y'all ain't subscribed, go subscribe. She's a little saucy sometimes, but
that's okay.
It's
well
positive
needed
sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes we need somebody out there who'll say what they think.
Yeah.
So tell the truth in a lot of situations.
Yeah. Especially in the true crime, there's not a lot of
truth tellers.
Not a lot.
Well, we're truth tellers, but we try. I do it in a gentle way. I try to.
John Davis, the commodities were distributed by the welfare office here in Wisconsin. I bet y'all's cheese is good as shit.
Yeah, it said seniors get it. Social Security recipients or people that I can't talk. People got social. I cannot talk. People that got Social Security. There we go. And low income people that get food stamps. It would be in grocery stores and somewhere else. It said you could pick it up.
We get a fixed amount. We pay $165 for Medicare and $30 for selected medicine. I'll be 72 Sunday and live on a strict budget.
Yeah, I don't see how some seniors do it really. They don't even get free insurance. They have a lot of them pay pretty good premium for Medicare.
Yeah. The way that sub counts work bends my brain. I swear reality TV, wrestling, and soap operas have created people who think everyone needs an added dash of drama and infighting. Yeah, you got it, man.
That's what they want to, drama, or they're not interested half the time.
Don't want to watch it. Ain't interested. I watched some shit the other day, and this creator was quoting like The Sun which is the most known bullshit website on the internet. And they were pulling something that the Sun, what it looked like was the Sun had gotten wrong. It was a misprint. And then running with it, boy, just, oh, this came off the Sun. We got to get this out there. And I was like, man.
This is verified info, y'all.
You know that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I know you know it's bullshit.
Just because they said it don't mean you need to pass along wrong info. You know?
Cursed with Curiosity. I got them going across the bottom of the screen. That's the name of it. I should have put Myra Hurst, y'all. It's Myra Hurst, if anybody didn't know that.
Yeah, I really didn't know her real name myself.
I got the phone number, too. The Sun is a rag, always has been, always will be.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Pearl. Okay? Now, the Sun has, I think, has a bit on summer for some reason. And there's parts of it that's just wrong. So,
Our kid, hold on, I think I hung up on him accidentally.
but it would be, it's equivalent to the National Enquirer, if I had to say, basically. Marahurst, Resthaven Memorial, Dandridge, 1-865-589-3263. Yeah. But there it is. It's going across the bottom of the screen, and she just put it in chat, too. I'm on my phone. It's small. Thanks, Jane. Yeah, I want to make sure everybody got it because I thought it was honey, I'm live. You can't be jamming.
I think I butt dialed somebody. That's what it
Oh,
was.
is that what happened?
Yeah, I'll never call him back. Sorry, y'all.
Can you pin that? Can you pin that, Randy?
Yeah, I can go in there.
No, I can't pin it because I'm on StreamYard. Hold on, y'all. We'll work on it because I want to make sure everybody has that. I was interviewed by the London Sun in 1984 as an unnamed source.
So where does Sun get their info? Just from wherever and put it out there?
It's just trash. I was 9 when that interview went down, Liplaw.
I don't know if it'll let me pin it or not. Let me look.
The 80s was wild. I wish I'd have been older in the 80s.
I'll have to go under her profile. What, in the 80s? What happened in the 80s?
Jenny Lang, we're talking about Nana's Angels. It's Myra Hurst is who passed.
There we go.
The news of the world was closer to the National Enquirer. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. And it's and people go right along with it. Yes, that is the comparison I would make. And I grew up with the Sun being the worst tabloid rag, full of disgusting stories from money, gossip, slander, and phone tapping. Yeah, and people that know, the basics of like what you could and couldn't trust as a source, they know that reputation too.
Yeah.
And I learned it the hard way because I was actually looking up something and it popped up and I got it off there and I was like, man, that's crazy. This is brand new shit. Is everybody just going to act up? Harley.
Hard quit.
It's Chase.
Sorry. Chase coming home. Harley has to bark at everybody. We usually do it in the morning when the kids are gone, but today we had to do a little bit later, so I do apologize.
Trying to announce everybody to your existence.
Yeah, and there's no shutting her dog up. Like I'll be working on the phone. She hears something, she thinks she's got to bark at it.
I apologize, y'all. It's busy around here. It's been busy lately, a lot going on. Lots going on.
There's another, not the Sun, but there's another.
National Enquirer.
No. Oh no, maybe it's like a news, actual website with news. Remember, we used to post stuff about summer. It was all wrong.
Yeah.
Do you remember what I'm talking about? It wasn't the Sun. It was something else. I don't know. It was weirdo. You know what I'm talking about?
That weird channel.
Yeah.
That calls itself
News. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget what it was there. There's a.
Don't
I'm
speak
sure there's
their name or
yeah.
they might appear.
Yeah. There's a few huge news channels like that.
I tell you, there's some stuff you see on YouTube that is so out there that I'm scared to piss them off, because if you're willing to believe this or that, I don't know what else you're willing to believe. Somebody might email you and be like, hey, JDTC's after you in real life, and you believe it if you buy some of this other bullshit. Come on, John, let's do Harley a cameo. Harley, come here. Come here. Come here, you fluffy. Come here.
She thinks you're up to something.
I ain't up to nothing. It's all cool.
She's very strange. How she senses, like, we'll be wanting to, well, I better not even say the word or she won't come up here. Never mind. I was going to say BRUSA. She knows that word. She'll run and hide. Brush her hair.
That's all you get. Oh, wow.
Fix the camera.
Oh, man, how did it get that far out? I got the curtain and everything.
That's okay for now. I'll come back over this way. There you go.
Oh, shit.
That's fine for now. I'm good.
I feel like we're... Hold on, man. We need to be like this way.
It's fine.
How's that? Pretty close. Y'all having this live at a weird time. Just got in here working, so I'm going to be listening.
Yeah, it's a weird time. I'm sorry. I'm usually working probably at this time too. Usually I'm off today.
Yeah, Brandy had a day off, and we wanted to just chat for a little bit, so we thought we would have it at this time. I can't take it.
I don't think there's really nothing new on Summer's case. I was looking. I didn't really see anything except drama and gossip, you know.
I haven't even seen the gossip on Summer's case lately. What is there anything interesting lately?
Mainly just creators fighting with each other, probably drama, stuff like that. Normally.
Just listening. Want to say hello and smash the like. Well, thank you, Miss Mad Hatter.
Yes. Hey.
Is that her name?
Mm-hmm.
Wish I knew the dog's thoughts about YouTube. I need a change of opinion. Harley's not much on it.
Mm-mm.
Oh, there we go.
What are you doing? Taking a nap? Yes. She's down there wagging her tail at us.
Still ain't it, but it'll have to do, won't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I had a Harley video that I ain't put out yet. Should I play it? Nah. Should I? Nah.
I don't know which one it is.
Nah. We'll save it for later. Pear Garden had a wild live with a weird UK troll. Which one was it? The other day when somebody had said come on somewhere and was talking just disgusting stuff about Summer. Then I went, found the person, found them live, made a couple smart ass comments, and I was like, yes, this dude, something wrong with him.
Yeah, that's that guy. That's who you're talking about.
I think that's who it was.
Mm-hmm.
I went and trolled him for a minute. He was just he was weird.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely creepy.
I agree with you there, definitely.
I can say my opinion's been swayed a bit these past few weeks to what happened.
Oh, really? Was it info or new info that came out or something you just realized? Share with us. What do you think?
I think you got, well, I'll tell you one thing I've noticed though. It seems like there's this trend in um, people like inviting this kind of troll into their back chats and shit. That's why I don't drop links no more. If I'm going to have somebody on, I try to send them the link some other way because I don't want to deal with that, number one.
Yeah, I don't either.
And number two, you want to have that. So I'd like everybody to understand. I think a lot of people don't get this. You control who's on your panel. You do not have to let them come up.
Yeah.
If they come up, it's really easy to get rid of them.
2 seconds.
So don't kid yourself by thinking that the creators that do this kind of shit are being victimized by this. No.
You have to click a button to let them up on your panel to be live.
Exactly. You can mute them. You can take the camera, take them completely out, like that.
Yeah, because you have to, and you can preview them before you let them up live. So you don't have to let them up there. We've learned. We had a naked guy on ours one night.
People are, next time that somebody comes on somebody's stuff and says some really disgusting stuff about Summer or any of them, no, the creator is a part of that.
Yeah, if they're letting them up there saying it.
Okay.
Now, it's one thing if you have a guest up there and they start talking, you don't know what they're talking about, but you can shut it up real fast if you don't like what they're talking about, right?
Well, number one, if you just let any random person up, I got to question your thought process on that. Number two, the second they act up, they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
So anything past, like, they shouldn't get out 2 sentences before you have them gone. Anything past that, you're an accomplice. Right?
Mm-hmm. I think it gets confusing when you have multiple people up on your panel anyways, don't you? People start over-talking each other. I think it's just rude. I don't see how you function with a bunch of people on your channel.
Y'all tell him, give me a wrench. Why, do we have one or something?
Do what?
Oh, can you give Holly a wrench?
Mm-hmm. Hi, Angie Davis. How are you?
Angie Davis, Rick T. Anon.
Is she? Oh, there she is. Let's see.
Can't doesn't even know how long Summer been missing. I would believe that. I'm still flip-flopping between theories. I'm stuck on something happened due to Candace's being kind of neglectful and branch it from there.
Birdie's crime chat. They wouldn't have let him filmed in a police car if he was arrested. I believe he went voluntarily. Are you talking about Benny been arrested?
And was injured in a family fight. What was that? Is that a thing?
Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah, I seen that too.
What about Benny being arrested?
About Benny being arrested. I don't find it super interesting. Then I went to Benny's and seen, what was he up to? He was actually being pretty good. He was doing the billboard thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I can't hate on the billboards. I think it's a good thing.
Anything,
you know?
Yeah, it's more focused on the case, I think. It's good.
Can't told Zixter to get a job so she could take care of her kid. Priceless. Really?
What? Told Zixter.
Damn. I didn't know. I hadn't heard that. That was news to me.
She should be talking, right? It's crazy.
Well, Camp goes and holds the spatula for Dawn every now and then.
Yeah, right.
With the mud. That's what.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you call the drywall tools.
The spatula? Oh, that was what you cook with.
You ever heard of a nickname?
Mm-mm. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I agree. The blipboards are a beautiful thing. Benny needs to get his look under control. He looks like the weird love child of Hitler and Abe Lincoln with that long face and scrappy mustache.
I hadn't seen him lately. I don't.
Some people just can't get that full man growth. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I would like a big old bushy beard. Some women like that though. Like right now, it's in. I think I see a lot of guys with beards.
Hearing JSB talk to PG last night about the time on money, Don's words, Candace's words, I went from accident to, we'll say, trafficking.
What?
I tell you, the shit that's come out of JSB, either something should happen from that. Something.
Mm-hmm. Everything she says.
Either somebody needs to make sure that it's not happening, or do something to her for keep telling it.
All that comes out her mouth is lies, really. That's another channel I don't get why she has subscribers, really. I don't know what JSB, what she gets out of, or people get out of her channel.
Liplock made a post talking about how JSB subs will be step up to the plate if you want to talk smack and all that. And she's like, I can't. I've been blocked and I got to wait another 2 years to get into where I can comment.
That's ridiculous.
It's crazy, man. You got to get in one smart ass comment. You got to sub for a week, and then that count's gone because it's getting blocked. And I tell you, her mods won't. That thing will click maybe 2, and it's gone. A lot of them she don't even get to, it seems like. And that's a lot of work to get in a comment, you know?
I think these, like, I don't know. I think you should let people have comment, you know, if they have something good to say, if they're not been mean.
I just don't, you know, I don't know. I wish that people start getting held accountable for shit they say. I really do.
Yeah, me too.
I think when it comes to the seriousness of the stuff she's saying, it should either be she should be investigated. Period. Point blank. If a woman goes online and says they seen the shit that she's saying she saw,
why haven't you said anything?
Either investigate her or lock her up. For there's got to be something illegal about that, don't there? My Lord.
Falsifying content. Then she makes us YouTubers look like trash, most of us, you know, that do true crime.
Oh, well, man, not really. I think everybody, well, I don't know.
That's what I think.
I don't know what you would call what she does. You know, I think there's this subculture of, I don't even know what you call it. I swear I feel like it's just people that watch like her and some of these others have got to just love hearing people mad at each other, whether it's actual reality or not. It all just seems so obvious to me that it's bullshit and people must just love it. Right?
Yeah.
What else how do you explain it? Just because it's worse than a sailor? Oh, yeah. I don't understand none of it, man. I just don't understand the value in it. None of it.
No, me either. But I guess there is people that get value out of it or get a good laugh at it.
See, I think, and I'm guilty of this too. I think a lot of it is people are guilty of. I don't know what the actual term for it is, but I'll watch people that just get under my skin for some reason just to see what
what they're on
dumb thing is going to come out of their mouth next. I will watch some stuff like that just because it's amazing to me the shit people are willing to say and do.
Yeah.
You know?
Very, very true.
JSB and Prayer Garden should have a cuss off. I think PG taker.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure. PG likes to cuss.
She must have been just around a bunch of people that cuss growing up.
I hate when I sub to someone and you're not allowed to watch who I like when I'm a 60-year-old adult.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It's always like, yeah, I don't like that channel. I don't know why y'all watch that channel.
I hate Watch 2, John, LOL. That's what it is. I wasn't wanting to say it because I wasn't positive, but yeah, I do a lot of that, man. And what sucks is I do it, and it's time I should be like looking at important shit if I'm going to be on YouTube, and I catch myself, and it's like I haven't been watching some panhandler for like an hour, and I'll be like, my God, I'm part of the problem.
Yeah.
It's people like me that keep them in business. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we should do. Just try to become just unbearable. Because I've noticed that's what some of this shit is. There's people like, if you look on YouTube, you can put like most hated creator, right? And you'll see 30 or 40 creators. And these people will have hundreds of thousands of millions of subs. And it's people that just can't stand them, but they watch them just because of that. You know?
Yeah.
You can become huge. I just don't know how I could. It's like some of these people, you couldn't copy some of them and pull it off.
Right.
It's a gift. You know?
Yep. Definitely.
Yeah, I've talked about the long streaming too. I seen somebody was on there yesterday, 4 or 5 hours. I'm just like
marathon.
Ugh. There's no way.
Yeah, go ahead. I couldn't sit still that long.
I couldn't watch that long. There's no way. It's because I'm usually good for put it on 2 times speed, and I might make it halfway through something at the most.
Yeah. Even though how interesting it is, after a while, I don't know if I could watch it. You know?
Yeah.
No, thank you.
And I don't know how you can watch some of it, like The Farm. I can't watch that. I can't understand none of it. You got 3, 4 people talking at once, and I don't even know if Sherry is even talking to the people on the channel sometimes. I think she's just like...
I think she has somebody over sitting she's talking to, like, beside her.
68, I was... Like, they'll be talking about, you know, something, and then she'll be like, making jam on the stove and I burnt my finger. I've told y'all about it before. I'm like, is she even...
Look at my shirt I just got, y'all. Look, isn't it nice? And they're having a whole different conversation over there.
Just like the two are no way connected. Not the same topic, subject, nothing. And then you got some other person up there.
Run their mouth, usually.
Cutting in. Cutting. But
yeah, every time you talk.
What?
Talk. Yep.
Huh?
Yeah. I can't stand that crap.
I really like creators till Candace came on. I just cannot watch anymore. I think it gets very hectic. I can't watch just because I can't pull it out what's going on anymore. Yeah.
At
the farm.
Well, I couldn't watch her because she used to talk trash about Candace and Dawn, and
yeah, all that's gone now.
Until it's gone. You know how she really felt about them until they came on her channel. She's like, yeah, I got to know them and stuff. No, she just tries to be nice to him to keep him on her channel, pretty much. You know.
Yeah.
You know, it helps her channel probably to some degree.
Well, I'm sure it does.
Yeah. Now they're BFFs, pretty much.
JSB should be used as a government torturer, terrorist stuck in a room.
Have to watch her 24/7. That'd be awful, wouldn't it?
With her talking and smoking for hours until they throw themselves at the door screaming, "I'll tell you everything. Get me out of here."
It wouldn't take long for me, probably.
Man, and all that smoking in a little camper. Could you imagine how strong the nicotine is when you walk in there? It'd be like having a patch on for me. I could go there and not vape, I bet.
Yeah, secondhand smoke breathing in, huh? She needs more out of her life, too, just sitting there alive all the time in her camper. There's more to life than that, right?
I think that's got to show some kind of something. That you can do that. And I'm telling you, I've looked a many a time at her lives. There will be two on the same day, 3 and 4 hours each. And then it'll be like that for 13, 14 days in a row. And some of them longer, like I've seen 11, 13 hours.
Just if I had that much time and I could talk like that, good at talking to people, I would get me a customer service job. There you go. Get paid for it. Sit down there and talk to people all day long.
Pickle Rick's hacking like he ain't gonna make it.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. With all that smoke in the air. Does her daughter live there with her anymore? I don't know.
See, I don't know about. I don't know. She shouldn't put false information out there. Doesn't she realize that could create more chaos for law enforcement and hurt the investigation?
She don't care.
Exactly. And she shouldn't be allowed to put it out there.
It's like she does it like this information's like brand new to everybody. She's just now saying it, and she knew it the whole time. It don't make no sense,
What really don't make no sense is saying this wild shit that you watched happen. And not realizing by you not reporting it, you're kind of just as guilty as they are, in my opinion.
Yep. And saving the info, not telling anybody about it. I think what she does every time it gets a little bit boring, she'll make up something.
Drum something else up.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you all this. It just came to me. All right.
See, and the thing is, her technique, all of them kind of have something that they play.
Yeah.
And she plays the survivor, and if you say anything against what she's saying, you're a bad guy, man. You're out attacking victims.
Right.
She uses these what do you call them words? Help me out.
I don't know what you're thinking.
Words like victim, survivor, monster. She over dramatizes shit way big, and then you can't disagree with her, or you're attacking her. And she's a cancer survivor, and this and that, and you're a bad person. That's how she plays it, and it's ridiculous. Just because you have problems does not give you a license to go out and say any freaking thing you want to with zero proof. And I got news for you. Anybody that uses one of her text messages or something that she's put out and has obviously been marked across and altered and stuff as fact, you're either stupid or you're a part of the problem. And I've seen that.
Yeah, one of her texts had actual, like, somebody whited over, or I don't know what they did, cut out a word and replaced it with another one.
These people don't get that being a victim, it's not that cool. I don't know why everybody is so done to be a victim of something.
I think attention. I think most of them want attention, wanting somebody to feel bad for them.
that's just not my generation. It wasn't cool. We never looked up to people because they had been a victim of something, or, you know, and people didn't want you to feel sorry for them.
Now they do, yeah.
Back in my day, I know I talk like I'm 80, but back in my day, it wasn't cool to want people to feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
There was no, you want people to think you were a badass and tough and not sensitive and a victim and blah, blah, blah. It's just such crap.
Sorry. There's a lot of victims out there nowadays wanting to be a victim. Everybody's a victim of something if you think about it, right?
Yeah. Ziggy was a disgrace going live as the news broke about Nana's Angels. She played Nana talking about her headache and was given terrible medical advice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought I thought all that. I told Brandy, I said, God, if something happens to me, please do not let Justin tell everybody, or Ziggy. Please don't let that be the way everybody finds out. Hi, Dipey. We got Nana's funeral home contact information going. Thank you for helping out over there and putting that stuff up and pinning it and all that.
You.
Hero syndrome can be a real thing. Nobody me can fix anything, but this type of stuff. Oh, shit, I missed it. Hold on. Well, show, damn it. Hero syndrome can be a real thing. Nobody but me can fix anything type stuff. I don't care if it's a stab wound, the flu, you need stitches or antibiotics to get to you.
Yeah.
I just don't know about it.
I think it's just a cry for attention, really, when people do that. They need to learn how to do it in a different way than being a victim.
I told everyone on Justin's live because I knew no one would come to my channel to get the news. No, I'm not saying anything about you. I'm saying I want my family to handle anything that would happen to me.
Yeah. I guess definitely. And it was sudden, it was awful.
I just don't want. I would rather keep it more private than that myself. I don't want nobody. It just doesn't seem. I don't know, but it seems like they got it under control now.
Yeah.
They got the daughter said that she was going to actually take over Nana's channel,
Maybe.
possibly.
Not just do it on Summer.
Yeah, there's going to be changes. Did the family didn't want to nobody to do it, Dipey?
You what?
Announce it on Nana's channel. John's allowed to have opinion. Don't take it personally. Yeah, my opinion. You're not cool with it. I'm sorry.
Sometimes I don't agree with his opinion.
This ain't place where everybody gets along. In case you haven't noticed.
And he don't agree with mine half the time.
I seen somebody yesterday saying that because of what happened with Nana, we should all come together and be one big happy group. And I'm like, that's a nice sentiment, but there's people on YouTube that I do not want to be around regardless of anything, just because of who they are, shit they've done, shit I predict they would do.
Agree to disagree. Not me. I'd be like, yeah, I guess it'd be okay for now. Over something like that.
Now, they were okay with me telling them, but we all decided together, okay. It's not the way I want it to happen for me. That's all I'm saying. I hope though that they have her a nice service.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
I do.
I mean, if y'all seen her live, they had earlier on her channel. There was like I didn't see at the peak. I know I seen it at 800 and some
Yeah.
at one point. A lot of people really want to seem to help. If everybody will help a little bit with that funeral home fund, I think they should knock that out first. Get Nana's stuff taken care of. You know, that would be a really nice thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I definitely agree. They're expensive funerals nowadays, depending on, what you pick.
I'm hoping everybody goes to the funeral home though and helps out, because like I said, that's for her. We know it's the best thing, and they're saying they're still looking for something else that had her wishes on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it shocked me and Brandy. I was like, we don't have nothing like that.
Yeah, I was telling him we need to write.
We're going to make us up a wheel because of this.
Yeah, you never know.
I can sincerely regret the passing of a YouTuber and still keep my opinions on other YouTubers and mean both. They have zero connection. Yes, there you go.
I agree.
Exactly. I appreciate you all telling us. I hadn't been a frequent at Nana's until recently, but I'm so sad. I appreciate y'all sharing the funeral home info too. Oh, you're welcome, Birdie. I would really like to see her have a nice service.
Yeah.
I really would. I like to send food to them. People forget how important that is during a time like this. Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice, definitely. That's one less thing family has to worry about.
Yeah, that's one thing I remember growing up is my uncle died in a plane crash. And I remember that's one thing that stuck in my mind forever was my aunt was in there and they were playing the news, and somehow it timed up right as she was walking by. It shows on the news them carrying out body bags. And I was like, God, this is the most weirdest thing. But then she walked into the kitchen. I remember in the kitchen to this day. I don't know what the stuff was, but there was a casserole everywhere in the kitchen. And it had happened that day. So I'm thinking it's probably the church back then.
Yeah.
But there was enough food for about 2 years going on to help out, my mom.
Right.
And food's a comforter too, I think, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Some make a bigger mess from tragedies than need be, so disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
See, I just don't think there's any clear-cut etiquette to how to respond to something like that. That's why I didn't put out much of anything, because I was like, I'm going to give the family time to accept, to kind of, I don't know, have a little privacy. And then I made the video I put out today because I wanted to do something too. Me and Nana we had been arguing a while back, and I regret that. I really do, because I had no idea that, something like this was going to happen. I mean, not nothing big, so I don't want to act like it was dramatic and all that. We got into it over Fred Hill. I think Fred Hill ain't nothing but a scam artist. POS. I think he's doing everything he can to make it look like you've got Harley. Come on, not right now. It's okay.
It's somebody's music outside playing.
It's just a car, girl.
Is he still in jail? I wonder. He should be. I don't know if he is or not.
Just making my rounds, and your channel is clear. Nice, sir.
Well, thank you.
The internet FBI. Thanks. Glad we passed. My mom's funeral, my dad brother and I had zero appetite, and I didn't eat for like 2 days. Finally, we ended up
What?
taking some herbal remedies to eat. Mom would have supported that. LOL.
My son's over there sign language with me. What do you want, Chase? Hold on. Oh, okay, thank you. I thought you were trying to tell me something. You're leaving or
I
something.
think he's trying to rake you in over there. You ain't leaving, are you?
No, I think he's getting the dog. I thought you were trying to sign
We
language.
ended up taking some herbal remedies to eat. Mom would have supported that. LOL. Yeah. John, when my dad died 15 years ago, the food was unreal. We were the only family in an Italian neighborhood. Lasagna as far as the eye can see.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
that's nice.
Dude, I bet it was good food too.
Yeah.
Italian, my favorite.
I think, what works out good with situations like that when it comes to food is everybody's going to probably fix what they're best at.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting everybody's A game.
Definitely.
I do not think people should come on panels all messed up. Yeah. I think if they do, you should kick their ass right off that panel. It's easy to do. It won't hurt them, I promise.
Dawn Candace has been on many times messed up. I think.
Yes, here we go. Fred is playing a dangerous game between his lies and Ziggy publicizing them. He could end up more than beat down if he doesn't stop playing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what he's trying to do.
I
He's up
tell
to
you,
something though.
I almost wonder, because, let's face it, the dude we know makes meth. That can lead to some really odd behaviors around odd people. Who knows what the story with him and Cotton is?
Yeah. It can lead to connections to different bad people.
Yeah.
Right?
I just don't think it has shit to do with Summer, because I cannot see somebody that has something to do with Summer voluntarily dragging their ass into it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he's done a bunch of other bad shit. So all the people that want to chase him down the rabbit hole, go ahead. You'll probably find something eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think it's going to have shit to do with Summer.
And that's probably where a lot of the activity was coming from, like meth and drugs and stuff. There is a lot of bad people. I'm not saying it has a connection to him, but just that's the kind of people that were around Ben Hill,
Yeah. I had to pay $3.75 a day for school lunch as a single mom. That was tough.
Wow. That's a lot. It used to be $1 when I was in school.
God, $3.75. Wow, that would add up fast, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
3 kids.
I got reduced lunch. I think mine was like 50 cents when I went to school. I don't know how much it is now. Where our kids get free. Everybody does in West Virginia.
Anyone and everyone on Ben Hill Live, save maybe a few. I don't think it does either, John. Yeah, and I tell you, they're getting deep into that shit. It wouldn't shock me to find out Fred did something to Cotton.
Yeah.
Not at all. But as far as
Summer's case,
I just don't see it.
Hitting himself in the center of it for no reason.
Me and my brother talked about that a lot. He's a former police, and he was like, there's no way somebody would do that if they had anything to do with it. I'm like, I don't think so either. I was like, but he's kind of a dumbass for even doing anything on YouTube if he's
guilty of something.
Yeah, playing with meth all the time. So
but then you think maybe he's trying to be smarter at everyone and come out there. Hey, if I come out, it seems like I didn't do anything. I'm not guilty. I'm not saying him, but sometimes I think that about Dawn and Candace. Like, why would the parents put their stuff out there if they didn't have nothing to do with it? Maybe to try to trick us, is what they're thinking in their mind. Maybe it'll make me look less guilty. I'm not saying they did anything, but I definitely think Candace has more knowledge than what she does, or what she says she does.
See, I did a poll the other day, and I was like, who do you think had something to do with Summer's disappearance? And I put Fred, I put JSB, I put Grandis, which I shouldn't have put Grandis because I should have known everybody was going to pick her. I should have left her out. But it turned out, I think last time I checked it, JSB actually had taken over the lead from Fred for second place.
See, she puts herself out there too in front of the case, you know?
Yeah, and like between him and her, I'm sure it was like 30% thought it was one of the two. You know, I just I don't see it being either one, but that's how they've portrayed themselves. You know, which they've had help. You know,
Oh yeah.
they've had help making themselves look bad, but they've done a lot of it to themselves.
Oh yeah.
Why would you voluntarily hide, transport, or whatever? Nope, not happening. From what I understand, Fred has schizophrenia, so I don't know why people take what he says as truth. Any of it could be in his head.
Yeah.
I don't think none of it is truth. I think he's full of crap. But we do know that he manufactures drugs and sells them.
And that stuff's awful.
So, you know, when people get on that,
Y'all know
there's a lot of different shit they could have done, you know. I don't think, though, somebody that was as unstable as him could keep this and get away with it.
Yeah, he couldn't be pulling it off with no evidence anywhere. You know?
I don't think he could have pulled it off.
It would be very sloppy, I would think, under the influence of stuff.
But come tomorrow, my opinion may be completely different.
Mine changes too. It changes all the time.
We want to come on and say hi though. We done an hour and a half. That's longer than we usually bore y'all for. Yeah. So, and you know, I want to say, you know, we really hated what happened to Nana, and she did do a lot to get a lot of kids' cases out there. Lots of post pictures and stuff. And it's a sad thing, you know, when anybody passes. It's really sad that somebody, you know, unexpectedly passes. It makes it a lot harder on the family, I know. You know, not that you're ever ready to lose somebody, right. But when it's kind of like in this case, you know, our heart goes out to Nana's family. I hope the best for them. I hope everybody who rewatches this in the rewatch crew will see the number to help with their funeral. It's 1-865-509-3263. I hope everybody can see that.
Just if you can donate a couple dollars, that would help. You know, if 1,000 people donated $2, you know, that's $2,000.
And if people want to send flowers too, that's the funeral home right there. It's Rest Haven Memorial, and it's in Dandridge, Tennessee. So if you want to send flowers or whatever, you know, I think a lot of them have like little guest books where you can leave notes, stuff like that. That's the contact information. Anything you want to add to that?
No.
So
well, I guess if you want to, you know, think of her, you know, you can go back and watch her videos. That's a good way to maybe get a little closure.
Yeah.
Remember by.
Yeah.
I think they're still up. Hopefully they'll be up for a while.
That's one thing about, you know, her as a creator passing on, that her family, I would think it could give them some comfort, is, you know, she's got tons of lives and videos out there that they could watch and, you know, listen to. And she had a lot, like, you know, we did ours today where she just talks about random stuff, you know. It would be great as a grandkid to have that, because you know, you could learn a lot about your grandma by just watching her YouTube channel.
Yep.
Tons of videos. I'm not sure how many she has, but I'm sure there's quite a few.
Yeah, there's a lot.
You know, everybody pray for her family. Like I said, anybody, if you want to help out, that is the thing that in my opinion, everybody should be taking care of first, is her services, and that's how you can help, and that's how you go about it. Thanks everybody for coming.
Thank you.
We appreciate all of you, and we'll see you later in the week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.